Duncan's blah, 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 you know, and I'm like, okay. And I was like kind of surprised and stuff, and then everybody turned and looked at me. And it's like last week too, when I went to this other meeting, they had an expo, and it was this one guy, I can't think of his name, Josh or something like that, and I think it was, and he gave a seminar about something about an hour long, I think it was. And when I walked into class, you know, he asked everyone for our names. And so everyone said their names and stuff, and then I said, my name is Ralph Dunkins Jr. And he was like, huh? You're the Ralph that's on the ET? I said, yes. And he turned and kind of bowed at me and said, wow, it's such a privilege to have you come to my class and listen to what I have to say. Oh my God, I'm so honored. I'm so honored. And I'm thinking to myself, what is he talking about, you know? But I didn't say it on my face, you know. I said, thank you, you know. And I'm telling you the whole time, because there were other people in the class who were, of course, more formally educated than I was. And they all, a lot of them create things and things like that. But what I did, how I influenced it was really different and stuff. So the whole time we were talking, it was like, he just stared at me the whole time. And his words, his whole conversation changed from when he first started introducing himself and saying what he was going to do, and then introduced everyone, and then when he got to me, I told him who I was. Bam, his whole conversation changed, and it was more or less like he was giving his presentation, but he was giving it more or less as if I was some type of a judge or a king, or, you know, some type of representative, you know. And his voice was really soft, and it really changed. And I was like, wow. And I probably think maybe out of the whole 100%, that, you know, when you speak to people, you're supposed to look at everyone, you know. But I think he stared at me about maybe 80% of the time, you know. And he would always come close over to my area, you know, where I was sitting, and talk to me and look directly into my eyes, and it was just a trip. And I was thinking like, wow, you know. But what it is when I'm on this list, I stay positive, and people, they attack me just like on YouTube and stuff, you know. But I just go back at them, and, you know, my biggest weakness is my grammar and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm just fix that up real soon. But other than that, you know, people come at me and say whatever, and I'm like, all right, you know, you do your way, I'll do my way, you know. But that's fine. But I'm gonna tell you what, my way, I know it works, and your way works too. That's fine, you know. And I'm not saying that there's only one way to do this. I'm just sharing with you what I do. And I some people say, well, this one person said, well, you know, you always talking like you think you special, and you think you God, and all this stuff. And I looked at him, and I didn't look at him, you know. I wrote back and said, well, why can't I think I'm special? You know, of course I'm special. I love myself. What are you talking about? I said, we're talking about teaching children English, not how much I respect myself, you know. And so when they'll make comments like that, and I'll throw it back at them, you know, because they know I'm black, and I'm not going to sit there and start apologizing because I have faith in what I do, and I have faith in myself, you know. And I'm not going to apologize because I'm black, you know. Well, I wouldn't even say I'm black, because I'm a human being, you know, looking the way I am, you know. I'm not going to apologize for that, you know. So and I'm always positive, so when I give my rebuttals, or my comments or whatever, you know, I'm always maybe 90% of the time I'm just positive. And truthfully, a lot of people, you know, they'll say, you know, we really appreciate your positiveness through all this drama and stuff that's going on, because, you know, one guy straight up called me a liar, you know. And I was like, all right. And then he put up a video, and I looked at his class, and I was like, oh my God, But the kids were having fun and stuff like that. So basically, what it is, what I noticed is that, what I do is really different. My 2 cents is not worth just 2 cents, because I know for a fact if I was to explain to one of them what I do, and because they got the resources and things like that, they'll make billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? They'll make some money. So that's like I heard the guy with the guy who did that voice for the Grand Theft Auto or something like that. I don't know if he got paid now, but they made a lot of money with his voice. He like, all right, he just let him use his voice. Or, hey, my voice ain't nothing, I don't care. And then they make all these millions of dollars and billions of dollars or whatever, because of his voice. And then he wanted some money and he didn't get paid. Now, I don't know if he got paid later on or not, but, from what I heard, they were like, you ain't getting no money because you didn't sign up. You said we could use it for free or something like that. I really didn't get into it. But, when I heard that, I was like, you know what? When somebody want to use something of yours, you get some contracts and you make them pay. And trust me, you're going to make them pay more than 2 cents. So that's what I'm trying to say. No matter what you have to say, put value in what you have to say. You can stay positive. Even if you want to stay negative, it's okay. But the only thing is the negative responses are always a negative approach might create a negative response, but I'm not saying, let somebody dog you out. Don't defend yourself. I'm constantly defending myself. Well, not defending myself, but, trying to, when people attack me, sometimes I'll go back and I'll really attack them. But most of the time I just push them out of my area. Like today, I was talking to one of my, what is it called? One of these subscribers about, I made a comment saying that all Asian people come out of black vaginas and stuff like that. And this guy, he says, oh, Asian people didn't come from black people. And I'm like, huh? I didn't say that. I said, basically they all did, but, but what I'm saying is that all Asian women have dark private parts down there. And I know I've seen plenty these Japanese girls out here, and, I've seen a couple of them that might have most of them are just all black down there, but some have a little tint and stuff like that. So that's what I meant. But, now people, they just making black only African American, and then a lot of them don't even really know what the word black means, because it means Africans and their descendants, and then anyone else with dark skin, and, or essentially just non-whites. But then you even got white people who say they black, when I was coming up with a lot of white people and say, hey, screw that, I'm black too. And they look, white to me, and they had white parents, but they said they were black. So evidently, something was going on back then too. But so I kept telling them, I said, hey, this is what I'm saying, but you get people arguing about you get your point, and then people go way off on some other level talking about something because they got their own problems. So they want to bring it up and clear it up or get someone to accept them. And then so the whole conversation changes into something else, because I guess they want to put their 2 cents in, and I'm saying, and it just destroys the whole thing. And I say, hey, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that, and I don't know, it's a trip. But basically all I'm saying is just you guys and you women out there, put more value in your comments. When you send email to me, don't say this is my 2 cents, this is my $1 billion, and I'm cool with that, you know what I'm saying, because it's okay to brag, and it's okay to be happy about who you are, and it's okay. It's, you got a free will, so use it. It's not restricted. And if other people can't understand it, then, everybody ain't gonna be a millionaire. Everybody can't be a billionaire. Well, I won't say it can't be, but they're not going to be because they don't want to be. So, anyway, I'm out. Peace.